I decided to open a Mexican restaurant because it was a dream. So I asked my husband to build me a small room big enough for a kitchen and maybe 3 tables. I just wanted something small.
First day I remember when this car stopped at the parking lot, he asked me, "Are you open for business?" I said, "I don't know, go in and see, my wife in there." He started calling his buddy on the radio, CB radio, and they asked, "Where you at?" He said, "I'm in the middle of nowhere, but it's very, very good tacos over here."
We had tacos, enchiladas, burritos, Frito pies, and stuff like that. When I started out, I didn't have silverware or regular plates. I had paper plates. They can only work for so long, and then, people were complaining and saying, "When are we going to have some real plates?"
Now, she had just like one little square room. The kitchen was in one corner. Cash register was in a little slot by the kitchen, and then there was 3 tables. That was it.
My mom opened up a restaurant in this area only for convenience. Back when we opened in 1976, there was nothing out here but shell oil-filled roads. There was nobody out here.
We were so close to my house that people thought they were coming to my house instead of the restaurant.
She could walk from her back door to her kitchen and be there.
I would go home and sit by the window, and as soon as I saw a car drive up, I would jump up, go out the back door, into the front of the restaurant and open the doors and play like I've been there all day long.
It's always been with what they could afford and what they could do in the moment. Describing my parents, I would have to say the most hardworking people I've ever met. My father, entrepreneur, he's always wanted to have his own business. I just don't think he knew his partner was going to be my mother. And they make such a lovely, lovely partnership.
The reason I stayed married this long, she's a good cook. She knew how to make tortillas, anything. That's the reason. But she was a good looking too.
How has the business grown over the last 47 years? Tremendously.
You all doing all right?
Good, how are you?
Hey man, I'm still here.
We have been coming here since the restaurant was 4 tables in the other building, and we'll just keep coming here till we can't come anymore.
Menu hasn't changed very much over all the years. We've added a few things. Of course, fajitas became a big popular thing. I would say the big sellers would probably be enchiladas and fajitas. We stay true to our roots. One of our claims to fame was when Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and Bill Paxton were filming Apollo 13, and they just showed up into our restaurant. And at that time, it was my mother and a couple of my aunts working, and they had no clue who they were. It's before cell phones. So they come in and they sit down. I wasn't here either. And they came in, sat down, and had dinner. And some young ladies happened to see who they were. And one happened to have a little Kodak camera, took a picture of them, and then that was it. Everybody kind of knew that it was a movie star that was in the building. So we do have a dinner on our menu. It's a number 6, which is 3 chicken enchiladas, rice and beans. It is now called the Tom Hanks Special because that's what Mr. Hanks ate. I was extremely mad that I wasn't there. I was getting my hair cut, and when I found out through my father that, I don't know, some movie stars are over there, I jumped out of the chair, my hair was half cut, and I was driving 100 miles an hour down Highway 3 to get here, and I still missed them.
How you doing?
Oh my Lord!
It's so good to see you.
Wonderful surprise! Hello! It never did cross my mind that I wasn't going to make it. We have survived this long because we have never changed our recipes. They the same when we started. People that move out of town will come back 3 or 4 years later and say the food is the same as it was the first day we came.
The Little League World Series several years ago, Anna got to go with a Challenger team, and she told them in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, that her favorite food was cheese enchiladas from La Casita in Pearland, Texas. So they're world famous, known around the world now because of Anna. They're that good.
La Casita knows how to make authentic Mexican food.
Every morning when I go to work at 6, I turn the pot of beans on. That was part of my job.
It's wonderful that we can all work together. And I don't know how many people can say that they've worked side by side with their mother. So like myself, it was 45 years with my mom. We've worked side by side, and now my daughters have come in, and we all have a job to do. Not only my daughters, my husband has a job that he does. My nephew has a job that he does. My son-in-laws have jobs that they do to come in and to help us. And now I've got some 14-year-old grandsons that I will be seeing them next summer. They will be in here working, so they'll be generation 4. The future for La Casita is I take one day at a time. We are really, really wanting to make our 50 year.
If we had 50 years, I would be so happy.
That is very important to us.
I hope that the family will keep it going after we're long gone.
When anyone says La Casita, I would say it's family. Family cooking, family togetherness, and family time.